Welcome in the 9th episode of our pair matching game tutorial. In today's episode we will implement the flipping back of our pictures. So currently when you start your game you can reveal as many pictures as you like, but what we want to do, we want to be able to actually reveal just 2 pictures and then they should flip back, and then after they flip back you will be able to reveal another 2 pictures. So this is what we're going to do today. So let's get started. Let's open our Unity project, and then first of all let's go to our scripts folder and open the picture manager. So right at the top below start position I will add another public enum, and first of all we want to set up our game states. So this is going to be the game state, and we can have multiple game states. So first of all will be no action. So this is when the game will be idle, then moving on positions. When we're gonna actually start the game and the picture will be spawning, then deleting puzzles. So this is when we're gonna find the pair, and we wanna remove 2 puzzles from our game. Then flip back. So this is when we're gonna rotate back our picture. Checking. So this state will be set when we reveal 1 picture, and then we will wait for revealing another picture, and then game end. So this is when we're gonna actually finish our game. So this is gonna be the first enum. Then another enum which we wanna put is public enum, and this is gonna be the puzzle state. Okay, so this is gonna be what the current puzzle is in current state. So puzzle rotating. So puzzle can be in the middle of the rotation, or it can rotate. So if it's idle, so this state will be set when the puzzle will be idle, and this state will be set when the puzzle is actually in the middle of rotation. And then another public enum, and then revealed state. So this is gonna be the enum which will represent how many pictures we currently revealed. So there can be no revealed, there can be 1 picture revealed, or we can have 2 revealed. Okay, so this is all enum we will need, and then we of course need some variables with these enums. So first of all let's create the game state. So below I will put the public game state, and I will call it current game state. Current game state. Then another one will be public puzzle state, current puzzle state. Okay, the next one will be public revealed state, puzzle revealed state. Okay, and then I will of course put the hide in the inspector above all of these public variables, so we will not be able to manipulate this in the inspector. Okay, they will be hidden. We will need a few private variables also. So right below I will add the private int, and then we want to store the first revealed picture. Then we want to do the same for the second one. So we want to store the index of our puzzles, second revealed picture, and then we want to put the private int revealed picture number. Okay, so how many pictures we have revealed. And then in our start method, actually let's initialize this revealed picture number to 0. And then in our start method, before we loading the material, I will set the current game state to be equal to game state, no action, then current puzzle state would be equal to puzzle state can rotate, and then puzzle revealed number will be equal to revealed state no revealed. Okay, it's actually puzzle revealed. It should be number, not state. Okay, let's rename it. Okay, so puzzle revealed number will be no revealed. Below we're gonna initialize the revealed picture number will be equal to 0, and then the first revealed picture will be equal to -1, and then second revealed picture will be equal to -1. Okay, we're setting -1 because I want this game to actually crash if we try to use this index, but we will not set it. Okay, so it's gonna crash automatically when you set to -1. And then let's get our current game state. And over here, when we actually spawning the puzzles, we're gonna set this current game state to be equal to moving on positions. Okay, and then we want to copy it and put it in another F statement, and over here as well. Okay, so make sure you have this state set in our start method. And now let's quickly switch back to our picture class. And in our picture class, we will need a few variables. So first one will be hidden in the inspector, and it's going to be public bool revealed will be equal to false. And then we want to store the reference to our picture manager. Private picture manager, and it's gonna be picture manager. Okay, so in our start method we want to set our revealed to be equal to false, and then we want to initialize our picture manager to be equal to game object dot find and we want to find the object of the name picture manager. Picture manager dot get component, and we want to get the picture manager. Okay, so let's double check this name. So this name which you put in the braces should be the same as the one which we have in a Unity. So let's just double check. Let's go back to our scenes and then game scene, and let's see. Okay, as you see, we have our picture manager name with the braces, so we need to get exactly the same name. So we just copy this name, and then let's go back to scripts, picture, and I will put exactly the same name as I have in the Unity. Okay, so make sure you put the same name as you have in the Unity, otherwise you will run into the problem because this object will not be initialized. Another function which we will need is actually the flipback function. So right below the on mouse down, I will put the public void flipback. Okay, so this flipback function first of all check if the game object dot self active self. So if it's active, so we want to set the picture manager dot current puzzle state will be equal to picture manager dot puzzle state dot puzzle rotating. Okay, so we want to set the rotation of the puzzle, and then revealed will be equal to false, and then we want to start coroutine, and then I will put this coroutine which we have below, so loop rotation, and then we want to put the 45 degree and then false. Okay, so this is the loop rotation, the function which we implemented in the last episode. And then we want to do to our loop rotation function, and then find the F statement where we're checking if it's not the first material, So over here, before apply second material, we want to set the revealed to be equal to true. And then after this F statement, we want to check else. And then we want to reset the states of the picture manager. So picture manager dot puzzle revealed number will be equal to picture manager dot revealed state dot non revealed. Okay, and then picture manager dot current puzzle state will be equal to picture manager dot puzzle state dot can rotate. Okay, so we're just gonna restart our states. So make sure you put this else statement in. Let's save everything, and now let's go back to our picture manager. So inside the picture manager, we need to implement the flipback function as well, and we need to implement the check picture function. So right below the start method, I will add another function which will be public void check picture. So this function will check how many pictures we have already revealed. So in this picture, in this function, we're gonna set the current game state to be equal to game state.checking, and then revealed picture number will be equal to 0. And then we want to loop through all of the puzzles, all of the pictures. So for int id will be equal to 0. id is less than the picture list dot count id plus plus, and then we want to check if the picture list at id dot revealed and revealed picture number is less than 2, because we want to be able to reveal only 2 pictures. We want to check which picture is actually currently, how many pictures are currently revealed. So if the revealed picture number will be equal to 0, that means this picture is the first revealed picture. So we want to store the first revealed picture will be equal to id. So we want to store the id for that picture, and then we want to increase the revealed picture number plus plus, okay? And then otherwise, if the revealed picture number is equal to 1, make sure you put the double equal sign. We want to store the second revealed picture ID to be equal to ID, and then revealed picture number plus plus. Okay, so that's it for this for loop. And then right below, we want to do the F statement. So if the revealed picture number is equal to 2, again double equal sign. So if we have already 2 pictures revealed, so we want to do the current game state will be equal to game state dot flip back. Okay, so we want to flip back our puzzles because we revealed 2 pictures and we want to just flip them back. And then right below this F statement, we want to put the current puzzle state will be equal to picture manager dot puzzle state dot can rotate. Okay, and then if the current game state dot is equal to game state checking, we want to set the current game state to be equal to game state dot no action. Okay, so make sure you put this F statement as well. Let's actually save everything, and we want to go back to our picture script, and then we want to move to our loop rotation function, and then go to the F statement where we are applying the second material, and after applying the second material I will call the picture manager dot check picture. Okay, so we want to call this function which we have added in our picture manager script. So let's save everything, and now let's go back again to our picture manager, and then right below the check picture function we want to add another function which will be private, void flipback. Okay, so this function will be responsible for trigger all of the picture to be rotating back. So in this function we simply gonna call the picture list at first revealed picture. So this is the index of our first picture dot flipback, and then picture list, and then second revealed picture dot flip back. Okay, and then of course we want to do the picture list at first revealed picture dot revealed will be equal to false, and then we want to do the same for the second revealed picture. So just replace this to the second. Okay, make sure you call this one as well, and then we want to reset the puzzle revealed number to be equal to revealed state no revealed, and then current game state will be equal to game state no action. So now we need to call this function. So we're gonna call this function, the flipback function, from our update method. So let's move to our update method now, which is currently empty, and inside the update method we will check if the current game state is equal to game state dot flipback. So if we want to flip back our puzzles, we want to check if we actually can rotate the puzzles. So current puzzle state is equal to puzzle state can rotate. So if we can rotate our puzzles, then we want to call flipback. So now let's save everything, and let's go back to Unity and let's check what we have done. So I will go to the scenes and then open my main menu and then press play. Let's try with 20 pictures. So if I reveal one picture and then another one, as you see they flipping back, but there is actually weird effect. So there is something wrong. We still can reveal as many pictures as we wanna, but the game is going crazy right now. I kind of like this effect, but let's fix it. So let's stop it, and let's go back to our scripts. So scripts, picture manager. So the first thing, let's open our picture class, and we will introduce another variable. So right at the top, I will put another private bool, and then clicked will be equal to false. Okay, let's set this clicked in our start method to be equal to false, and then this clicked will be set to true on mouse down. Okay, and then inside the on mouse down we want to actually check if the clicked is equal to false. Then we want to do the start loop rotation. Okay, so make sure you just put everything under the F statement, and then we want to set this click to be actually false at the end of our loop rotation coroutine. So let's go to our loop rotation, and right after the last else statement I will just put the clicked will be equal to false. And then let's go back to our on mouse down function, and inside this function before we calling the start coroutine, we want to actually call the picture manager dot current puzzle state will be equal to picture manager dot puzzle state dot puzzle rotating. So now let's save everything. Let's go back to Unity again, and then let's press play and see what we have now. So let's start 20 picture again. Okay. As you see, the first picture is waiting for the second one, but the problem still exists. Okay, let's go back again to our picture manager. So there is actually one mistake which we made in our picture script. So go to the picture script and then find the flip back function, and inside our start coroutine, instead of the false, make sure you pass true. And then save everything, go back to Unity, and let's stop the project, start again, and let's see. So 20 pictures. As you see, the pictures, once 2 pictures revealed, they are just going back automatically. Okay, but I like to have some kind of a delay. So today I will put some delay on it. It's going to be very naive way, and we're going to change this way of doing it. But just for the testing purposes, I will just stop the main thread actually from execution. So let's go back to our picture manager and let's find the function flipback. And inside the flipback function, I will put the system dot threading dot thread dot sleep, and I will just make it sleep for 500 milliseconds. You don't have to put this function, put this line. We're gonna remove it anyway. It's just for the testing. So when I go back now to Unity, you will see that we're gonna wait for half a second before the picture will be rotating back. So when we reveal it, you can actually see what the pictures are, and then they're gonna slowly rotate back. Okay. So I think that's everything works fine. So that's it for this episode. In the next episode, we're gonna actually check if the revealed pictures are actually match together. So if they match, we will actually remove them, and then we're gonna implement some timer and the rest of the UI on the game screen. So if you like this series, please consider subscribe to this channel and leave the like. You can also check out this game, the completed game, on the iOS store and then on the Google Play Store. I will put the links in the description below. So thank you very much for watching, and see you again in the next episode.